If GPO wants to save its player count, all they have to do is implement a couple of things, and what they have to implement is basically a structure. The structure is basically compromises of they have to have consistent updates. So now most people that play GPO only leave GPO because they are disappointed with updates not getting enough content. Not only that, because of other reasons. The updates have to actually add something new to the game each time. We don't mean bosses, we mean game modes. Something that is not the same, like just completely new game modes. Just something new and let's say arena could be, we have arena, right? Let's say another variation from that could be the next game. And that will kind of make every update, kind of like spicy, and people will check out the game mode and people will stay for longer instead of running through the actual content. The second thing we have is they actually have to, we said they have the game modes, and all they really have to do now is they have to honestly just keep it consistent. We wait 8 months, we have to expect at least some consistency where we get a new game mode each time. But not only that, we also want some new revamps on everything. It feels like I'm asking for a lot, but it's really not really a lot. If every update has just something completely new, just one thing that's unique, could be just the smallest of things, like a new game mode, a new PvP mode, something small like that. Even though it may take a long time, it may not take a long time, it really doesn't matter. As long as it's unique, we want to have that, and that's all we ask for. The more I believe GPO leans into the game modes and focus more on the game modes and focus on the end game, I believe it's better for them, because the people that play mostly are the people that the people that are max level usually take a break and wait till the next update. That's how people usually play it. But if you had game modes like PvP or trading, or any end-game content that people play after their max level, that will make the game more sustainable and people will stay. So there are a couple of things people do now in the game. They either trade, they PvP, or they just just collect stuff. And so those are the 3 things you can do currently in the game. But if you add something like battle royale, if they add something new like maybe ship battles, if they add something new, people will find new things and people will be more inclined to do end game content and come back and play GPO even when there's no updates. I believe the goal for GPO devs should be that they should focus on making the game sustainable in its no update. Like, they don't have to even update the game, and the game should have content, if you understand my meaning. Like, the content should be in the game modes, the arena hub. You can just click the arena hub, you can go into PvP, you can go into dungeons, you can go into trading, you can go into all new kinds of game modes that they add. Let's say ship battles, if you fight with ships, you do battle royale, where you pick up items and their fruits and fight each other. You maybe a new version of dungeons where different types of dungeons, maybe if you want to play regular dungeons, and maybe like similar to like the Cubist dungeons, and different kind of themed dungeons. Just a bunch of things in the arena hub, so that people, when they're max level, have something to do, rather than people are being max level and saying, where's the new update, where's the new, we want more content. Because if you already have content without any new content being added, that's good enough. That means when you add the new content, it will just increase the amount of content we have, and I feel like people will never complain. And even if you don't upload for a year or 2 years, people will still play, because they have all the content, with the game modes and everything. So all you really have to do is add one game mode at basically every update, just one new thing to the game mode and the arena hub once per update, and that's enough for your updates, and people are happy. Do your regular bosses and like Thriller Bark and like all that. Just make literally this update 5 will be saved if you just added one game. Or the dungeons, if you added the dungeons, the new dungeon system, the update is saved. And that's what I'm saying, like these game modes and these dungeons, if they're permanent, they save the entire update, and the updates will always be hitting. Update 4 only had like 2 bosses, and that was good because it added career racing. They added, you know, an entire like CC, so that's why season update 4 was kind of not as criticized as this one. But regardless, I've been speaking too long. Check the video I made yesterday. I was talking about how GPO